I'm not drinking, baby, you are on my mind.
It's a story of tremendous talent, fueled by incredible tragedy.
When I ain't sleeping, mama.
Jackson C. Frank was born in Buffalo, March 2nd, 1943, but his fate was sealed the morning of March 31st, 1954. He was only 11 years old. An explosion ignited a wall of fire that consumed the old wooden annex at Cleveland Hill School in Cheektowaga, nearly wiping out a 6th grade music class in session at the time. 15 of his classmates died. Jackson suffered severe burns covering more than 50% of his body. Among the dead, Jackson's 6th grade sweetheart, Marlene DuPont, the muse for one of his most haunting songs.
And though the fire has burned her life out, it left me little more. I am a crippled singer, and it evens up the score.
For the remainder of Jackson's life, the musician would be plagued by pain, both physical and emotional.
He had his brief moment in the sun, but the rest of his life was a real struggle, all because of the fire and its after effects.
Jim Abbott, a friend and fan, chronicled Jackson's story in his book, Jackson C. Frank, The Clear Hard Light of Genius.
Well, we might not have any of his music if it hadn't been for the fire.
As Jackson fought to recover, the gift of an acoustic guitar from a teacher would change the course of his life and the folk music scene. His musical journey, in addition to a settlement from the fire, took Jackson to London at the height of the swinging 60s.
Living is a gamble, baby, loving's much the same.
It's also where he would cross paths with Paul Simon, a pivotal influence on Jackson's one and only album, released in 1965. But bouts of crippling anxiety often made a typical recording session drag on for hours, even days.
He blew the money. By the time he got done in England a year later, he was gone. All of it.
I want to be alone.
Soon Jackson was back in the U.S., and things didn't get any easier. Marked by the death of his young son and a failed marriage, life was taking its toll.
I don't know if I believe in curses exactly, but he sure was in the wrong place at the wrong time an awful lot of times.
The remainder of Jackson's life would be clouded with chronic health problems linked to obesity and depression, and a stray bullet that blinded the singer in one eye. Jackson died in 1999, his music nearly forgotten, until fans stepped in.
Well, in 2015, he was finally voted into the Buffalo Music Hall of Fame, which is a real big deal because that's the first time any institution or governing body or anything in this country recognized him.
Wherever I have played the blues, never run the game.
Greg Hennessy, local musician and longtime fan, performed Frank's most famous song, Blues Run the Game, during the induction.
The lyrics are timeless, and the melodies too. When they hear his music, they're just like, they're drawn to it, and I think that's the specialness of, from the Buffalo Music Hall of Fame standpoint, that he just touched so many people with his music.
His legacy is one of genius and innovation, but his life marred by tragedy and pain.
So wherever I have played the blues, have run the game.
I would like him to be remembered as a talented and kind man who didn't get a whole lot of breaks in life. He was damn good.